I think my time's best spent touching on the why residential question. That seems to be, as I could best define, the issue in the room. And I was taking some notes here. And I think it's important to point out the kind of the cold facts here, that many cities, many towns, many states, many countries offer significant incentives for corporations to come, to stay, to relocate, to add jobs to their communities, bring sales tax dollars, whatever the goals of the community are, they do that. Netflix isn't doing that. We're not doing that in terms of asking the community for any kind of financial incentives, sales tax rebates. And in fact, we're offering community benefits over and above the fees that are required or the mitigations that are set forth in the MND and MMRP. The reason for the residential, as I've said, and clearly not very well, is it does help to mitigate the risks of beginning this redevelopment effort by taking the risks on ourselves. We have been able to offer a set of terms to Netflix that were attractive enough to keep moving forward by allowing them to have free options to extend throughout the site up to the maximum amount of square footage that you would hopefully approve, which would be 550,000 square feet, over an extended period of time. We're able to do that because the application would at least allow us to feel we have mitigated some risks, that if there's not the demand for the space, if it's not to work out overall 21 and a half acres, we have somewhere to go. Without it, again, we're not talking about Netflix, we're talking about a zoning, we're talking about the development agreement. I feel that Netflix not in the room. The application, the zoning, is not marketable relative to the zoning that we've asked for if it's office only, in terms of how we would be able to attract someone like a Netflix to the site, etc. It's an integral part of the dynamics of the financials. It's not to let us run amok in terms of land use and what we want to use and not. The idea that residential and office don't go together. If we were all office, it's the same effect at the end of the day. It's going to marry up with the Charter Oaks neighborhood. So office and residential are going to be married, if you will, sharing a property line one way or the other. So I think we need to be aware, and through the A&S process would be committed to showing the sensitivities through the land use and the design of how to allow those uses to share a property line. It's been done, it can be done very, very sensitively and very well. The last point I'd bring up that had to do with the residential and the schools is that some rough math, because again, we don't have a project where we've run all of the numbers and created the values, but just looking at 250,000 square feet of office on a portion of the site, as I can envision it today, the increase in the property taxes that would accrue to just the elementary school district itself, about $275,000 to $280,000 per year, over and above the fees that are paid that the staff ran through, just in terms of the added amount of dollars that get put into the new development and how that would accrue to the taxes. Clearly, the taxes also benefit the town and its general fund, the fire departments, the high school districts, etc. Many people and many agencies participate in the benefits of the increase in property taxes. But I think that's important to point out as it is a way to provide some financial benefits to the schools as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shane.